Hey everybody, it's David and I'm back with another video. So today is the first part of the G's of my journey through my CD collection. Yeah, we're already up to letter G. So, here we go. First up is John Allen Gary's. It's Your Choice. This was from 1987. This is a Girder reissue from 2020. This guy, I think this was like his first solo album, maybe, but he was in a band called Jag, and I think he just, or this might be his his debut album, and then he formed Jag after this. But I'm not real sure. It sounds like any other '80s pop album, except it's got, it's a Christian album. Let's see. My favorite ones on this album are "Free Indeed." That's a good song. I hope you know him, and Selah were really good ones. So there's John Allen. Oh, it looks like Gary's. It's Your Choice. Next up is, I think it's Gabi, I guess is how you say his name. Gawvi. I think. I don't know. But it's alright. It's on the, this was from, I want to say Reach Records. Yeah, they're known for Lecrae and Trip Lee and all them. This is okay. I only really listened to it once. And from looking at it, the title, nothing really stands out as to what I remember from it, so. Next up is Genesis with Turn It On Again, the hits. Just the greatest hits of Genesis. I mean, I like Phil Collins. And I love some of the songs from Genesis, like Invisible Touch, I Can't Dance, In Too Deep, and Throwing It All Away. This was a greatest hits put out in 1996, or no, 1999. Sorry, 1999. Genesis greatest hits. Next up is the Gin Blossoms with Outside Looking In, the best of the Gin Blossoms. From, it's like 1999 as well. Yep, 1999. A&M Records. Follow You Down, Hey Jealousy. What's the other one? Found Out About You. Till I Hear It From You. Yeah. Just nice 90s pop rock. A lot of good songs on this album. Gin Blossoms, On the Outside Looking In, the best of the Gin Blossoms. And next up is Glad with Floodgates. This is a contemporary Christian pop vocal group, kind of like For Him and New Song. This one came out in '92 on Benson Records, which at the time For Him was on there, and I think this might have been the same time frame that New Song had a couple albums off of Benson Records. So, my favorite song off this album is let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, Which Way the Wind Blows. I had this album on cassette and lost it, and trying forever to get it back. And finally, about a few years ago, I finally bought it used off of Discogs, I think. And yep. And here's the follow-up to that album, I do believe. Yeah, might be. This is Color Outside the Lines from Glad. This is on a different record label, so they switched record labels between these two releases, but again, my favorite song on here is the title track, Color Outside the Lines. A great album. Great song as well. So that's Glad with Color Outside the Lines. And next up is Danny Gokey. This is Hope in Front of Me. This is his there's a date on here. I don't see a date on here. Anyway, I think this was his debut Christian album. Hope in Front of Me, Tell Your Heart to Beat Again, which is probably the biggest song off of this album. And More Than You Think I Am. Yeah, that's the other one. But yeah, this Danny Gokey with Hope in Front of Me. Then here's his Christmas Is Here album. Just, standard Christmas album. From 2015. Yeah. You just... I don't think he really had any original Christmas albums or Christmas songs on here. Just your standard, White Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Mary, Did You Know? The Christmas song. This Christmas, Oh Holy Night. Just your typical Christmas songs. Then the follow-up to his debut album, Hope in Front of Me, here is Rise. And this one, well, it looks like I found another two of them out of place. This was 2012. This was 2015. So, yeah. This one's got Stronger Than We Think, If You Ain't In It, Rise, Masterpiece, The Comeback, yep. So there you go. From 2012, Danny Gokey and Rise. Okay, next up from 2019. This is his Haven't Seen It Yet. Good album. I love this album. This is one of my favorite Danny Gokey albums. New Day, Love God, Love People, Haven't Seen It Yet, Wanted, Finish Strong, yep, great album. This was off of on Sparrow Records. So that's his Haven't Seen It from 2019. Haven't Seen It Yet. Next up also from 2019, another Christmas album. This is called The Greatest Gift, a Christmas Collection. Angels have we heard on high, Silent Night, Joy to the World, Oh Come Let Us Adore Him, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Yep. This also is on Sparrow Records. And next up is his latest album from 2021 is Jesus People. And as you see, I got it autographed. Yeah. Make a difference. He believes in you. Let's see. Jesus People. We all need Jesus. Stand in faith. Stay strong. Yep. There you go. So you can see the titles. Alright. Yeah, from 2021, Danny Gokey with Jesus People. Couple more artists and we're done with this episode. I know we're getting a little long there. Next up is Goo Goo Dolls with the Greatest Hits Volume 1, the singles. Love the Goo Goo Dolls. Let's see. Dizzy, Slide, Name, Broadway, Black Balloon, Sympathy, Iris. The only one I wish they would have put on this album is the song that they put on the Twister soundtrack. Or they might have had a couple on that soundtrack. But I remember having that soundtrack growing up when the Twister movie was out. They had a song on here called, I think it was like The Long Way Down. I remember them blaring that song when they were going after the tornadoes. That crazy dude, Dusty or whatever, was blaring all their music. Yeah. I love that movie too. But anyway, I wish that song was on here. It's not. Doesn't make this any less, but it would have just made it a little bit better if it had on there. But that's another soundtrack I'm looking for, is the Twister soundtrack. Because also had a lot of other good songs on it too. But anyway, that's the Goo Goo Dolls with Greatest Hits Volume 1, the singles. Next up is Jamie Grace, One Song at a Time. This is her debut album from 2011 on Forefront Records. This actually has Toby Mac doing a lot of the producing and writing and direction, or A&R direction and stuff like that. Hold Me, Show Jesus, One Song at a Time, 1945, yeah. Good debut from her. She doesn't really do a whole lot anymore. Last time I heard, she's married and has a couple kids, so probably the mom thing's keeping her from doing a whole lot of stuff, but eh. Next up is her Christmas Together EP. It's just got, 4 songs on here. Christmas Together, O Come, O Come Emmanuel, the Chipmunk song, Christmas Don't Be Late, and What Child Is This with Abandoned Kansas, another group. But yep. Again, this was on Goatee Records, 2011. Same for the other one. It was Goatee Records that she was on, not Forefront. I thought Forefront because of Toby Mac, but he I don't think he did anything on this one. Oh, he was an executive producer. Okay. And next up is her, I don't want to say newest album, because I think she put one out a few years ago, but I can't remember. But this is Ready to Fly. This was from 2014 on Goatee Records. Yeah, this one, it was alright. It's got A Beautiful Day, let's see, Just a Friend, Fighter, Do Life Big, and of course the title track, Ready to Fly. But yeah, not the best album from her. Her first one was probably the best, but this was good. Again, it's produced by Toby Mac, so it's not horrible. Okay, 2 more. From 1995. So, this was about the time, maybe a little bit earlier, that grunge was starting to take over, and it took over in the Christian music world as well. This was one of my favorite albums growing up. From a group that's got a really weird name, but their music is just awesome. Grandma Train with Lonely House, 1995 off of Forefront Records. This one's got Pete Stewart in it, who went on and worked with Michael Tate, on his group Tate. Worked on that album. Worked with that group for a couple albums. Did his own stuff. His stuff was pretty good. But this album is just, oh man, it's just awesome. She Don't Know, Believe, Execution, Lonely House, Psycho, Apathy. Oh my goodness. I mean, this song is just great, great, great. That is Grandma Train with Lonely House. And next up is their album from 1997 on Forefront Records. I don't think they really went as much into grunge as they did just rock in this one. But this is Flying from Grandma Train. From 1997, I think, yeah. Yep. Jonah, Less of Me, Flying, Rocket Ship, Peace, Found in You. We just, not as good as this one. Not as good as this one. But all around a really good album. You need to look for this one and look for this one too. If you like, well, you might not be into grunge, but I mean, you might like these guys. Look them up on Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Check them out. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all have a good day and see you later.